Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to get into a variety of topics, but this first topic, we're going to talk about Tesla prices and how this recent article has just came out and how Tesla prices have fell below market average. They are cheaper or more inexpensive than plenty of other vehicles out there, and I'll show you the resource. If you're looking for what type of pricing Tesla has priced all of their vehicles historically, you can see all the different prices that Tesla has priced their vehicles at. So we're going to jump into that plus a variety of topics. But before we do that, let's roll that intro really quick. All right, so thanks for watching another stream. Thanks for watching another video. My name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on Tesla at the best financing rate. So definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. And today's video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link down below in the description, where you can support the channel and get access to the ultimate Tesla buying guide out there with all the best interest rates for financing your Tesla. So definitely check it out. Patreon link down below in the description. But let us take a look at this. Shout out to Inside EVs for posting this. Tesla prices fall below average US car costs. Model 3 on par with a Toyota Corolla. The entry-level Model 3 costs nearly $9,000 less than the average price of a car in the US. Well, there's probably a lot to unpack here because Tesla has had to drop the price of the Model 3 and the Model Y pretty recently, and I think they were trying to get ahead of a couple different things. Of course, on this channel, we talk about inventory levels for the Tesla Model 3 and Model Y, and of course, S and X. We talk about pricing, incentives, inventory discounts out there, and we also talk about interest rates. Tesla has been increasing the interest rates for Tesla financing pretty steadily the past couple weeks at a time. I would say there is another bump every single week or every single time. But of course, if you're looking to save a little bit on your Tesla order, if you're looking to save $250 off a Model 3, Model Y, S, or even X, definitely don't forget to check out our Tesla referral code, just like the one down below on the description, where you can get an extra $250 off plus 3 months of full self-driving. So definitely check it out. And thank you to everybody that's used our Tesla referral code in the past and in the future. But there's a couple of things I really feel like Tesla is getting ahead of here. They dropped the price pretty recently after the end of the Q3 close, like October last Thursday, give or take. So like October 4th or 5th or something like that. But the biggest thing they were probably trying to get ahead of was with this $7,500 federal tax credit. Maybe the IRS and the Treasury Department gave them some sort of headway or gave them some sort of preview in saying that, hey, we're going to release details on how this tax credit is actually going to work in terms of customers receiving a full $7,500 discount at point of sale, or not discount, but a point of sale tax credit that they could use to reduce the purchase price, reduce the financing amount, reduce how much down payment they need to essentially put down on a Tesla vehicle and a bunch of other electric vehicles out there. And so maybe Tesla kind of knew that that was happening. Maybe the Treasury gave some sort of update for that. And so that is why Tesla dropped the price of the vehicles of the Model 3 and the Model Y about $1,000 to $2,000 across the board. But if you're a follower of the channel, you know that Tesla, even though they dropped the price of the Model 3 and the Model Y at the face value of in terms of the MSRP price, inventory discounts were certainly a lot higher before then. Model 3, Model Y, very commonly at the end of the Q3 close at the end of September, had $3,000, $4,000, maybe even $5,000 discounts across the board. And so now with this $2,000 discount, or maybe $1,000 to $2,000, and they essentially took away all inventory discounts, there's really not much that we can easily see here. But if you're curious, if you're wanting to know, like, is this historically the lowest price ever, you can actually go to this handy dandy Tesla car price history tracker, where you can see by model and by trim what are the lowest prices these Tesla vehicles have ever been ever. But essentially, I mean, Model 3 it's on its way out because we've got this Highland trend that could potentially be coming at some point. But you can see like the Model 3 long range or the Model 3 standard range has been as low as like $37,000. So it could go a little bit lower. I'm not saying it will, but it could have this range to go a little bit lower. Taking a look at the Model 3 long range all-wheel drive. If you didn't know, there was actually a Model 3 rear-wheel drive at some point actually in 2019. So maybe Tesla's holding that in their back pocket to pull out at a certain moment if they need to. But Model 3 long range all-wheel drive, it seems like has had as low price as like $45,000. And so essentially is at the same low price it is currently at the moment. And then going to Model Y, of course, there's standard rear-wheel drive, standard range all-wheel drive, and of course, these prices you can see as on the screen, like 47 and 44. But the Model Y long range, which I feel like is probably the most commonly purchased vehicle that people buy for the Model Y, has been at its lowest point ever, like $48,490 is the current price, and it seems like the lowest price it's ever been is actually just a little bit higher than that. So it seems like the Model Y long range is at its lowest price it's ever been. So Tesla is really trying to sell these vehicles. But taking a look at the inventory charts, we're not seeing any sort of difference here. It spiked up a little bit, but it doesn't really feel like there's too much inventory in the queue. So Tesla probably is feeling pretty good right now in terms of their inventory being out at their stores, but maybe they're hiding some of them. But taking a look at waiting for Tesla, we can see 114 Tesla Model Ys available for sale in the country. Waiting for Tesla is a good resource so you can see what type of discounts are actually potentially available out there. But your best place to actually find a vehicle and reserve one is of course going to be Tesla.com, where you can go to their existing inventory that's out there, place a deposit, and of course don't forget to use a Tesla referral code just like the one down below in the description to get your $250 off plus 3 months of full self-driving. So the order here is click it open first and then head on over to Tesla.com or waiting for Tesla.com, find the vehicle you're interested in, and then go ahead and place the deposit. But here's a post from Sawyer. At $38,990, the Model 3, the base Model 3 now costs $8,700 less than the average amount paid for a car or truck in the US. The starting price of the Model Y is $3,700 below the average auto price of roughly $48,000. Really cool to see. Of course, there's plenty of incentives. There's the tax credit that's out there. Of course, when you buy this, you can file for your taxes next year and get the credit as long as you are eligible. And so, of course, the common question is, Noah, exactly, buy now or wait for the dip? And it's pretty simple. I've kind of said the same thing over and over. If you need a vehicle now, if your current vehicle is going through a bunch of maintenance, or it's a big, huge maintenance bill or repair, and you need a vehicle now for your day-to-day activities, then yes, just try and find a vehicle. Maybe wait till the end of October, because that will be the next time when incentives might come back in the near term. But if you can wait all the way till December, which is the end of the quarter, Tesla's got a big number to hit, 1.8 million vehicles across the world that they need to sell, and the US has got to hit like their own fair share of whatever that number might be. If you can wait all the way till December will be a fantastic time to buy with all the different incentives, all the different promotions that Tesla will be bringing out, of course, unless something else happens. But that is my guess, and trying to see when will be the next best time to purchase. But we're going to jump into the live stream comments. But before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Down below in the description is a Patreon link where you support the channel and get access to the ultimate Tesla buying guide out there with all the best interest rates for financing your Tesla. So definitely check it out. Patreon link down below in the description.